Welcome back to New Comic Book Day for Wednesday, April 27th, 2016. We are Rainbow Comics, Cards, and Collectibles located at 3310 South Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and everywhere on the World Wide Web at RainbowComicsandCards.com. So we will get right into it, and maybe we'll change it up a little bit this week. We will go ahead and start with our comic books, and then we'll get into the trade paperbacks after that, and there's new previews out. The new May previews are out. Be sure to tune back in at noon today for our live weekly comic book show here at Rainbow Comics and Cards. We'll have music by Raised by Badgers, and then we'll have a lot of discussion about the comic book world, superheroes, all kinds of fun stuff. It is, I say this almost every week, but this is really a big week. I was actually surprised when I started looking at them a little closer and pulling them off the shelf. So we'll go ahead and get into new comic books for the week. If there is something you'd like me to maybe highlight a little bit more in depth or open up, feel free to comment. I'll probably be able to monitor comments a little bit closer on our Facebook live broadcast because the comments kind of stay up forever. Starting out, we have got Three Devils from IDW. This is number 2 of 4 for Three Devils. We've got from Black Mask, Chapter 1. 4 kids walk into a bank. So, be interesting to read this. Heard a lot of good things about it. Crime humor, $3.99 for a number 1. A Year of Marvel, The Amazing number 1. From Action Labs, we've got Actionverse, number 3. Featuring Fracture. This is our Actionverse 3, number 1, featuring Fracture. Welcome to Apollo Bay. From Dark Horse, we've got Dark Horse Presents Aliens Defiance. This is issue number 1, a new Aliens comic book from Dark Horse. One of my favorite comic books from Marvel that's out right now, Angela, Queen of Hell. This is issue 7. From Vertigo, we've got Art Ops, number 7. We have Assassin from Ubisoft and Titan Comics. We've got Assassin's Creed Templars, number 2, issue number 2. I read Assassin's Creed Templars number 1. It was very good, so I'm sure this will continue on. Marvel Avengers Omega 1 Standoff Assault on Pleasant Hill. And inside that blue cover is what that looks like. From DC Comics, Batgirl 51. From DC Comics, Batman 51. I believe this is, I may have said this last time too, but I'm pretty sure this is the actual last one from the Snyder and Capullo team. So Batman 51 from DC, check it out. We've got Batman 66 Meets the Man from U.N.C.L.E. This is issue number 5 of 6, I believe. $2.99 on that. It's been a good read, good comic book. Speaking of Batman, Dark Knight 3, book 4 is finally out for Dark Knight 3. Let's open this up here. Oh, it looks like there's a cool Batgirl insert as well. Yeah, some pretty cool artwork, obviously, on that Dark Knight 3, number 4. Bill and Ted Go to Hell from Boom Studios, number 3 of 4. Where would be a better place for Bill and Ted to go? I'm not sure. DC Comics Black Canary, number 11. For you Carnage fans, from Marvel Comics, issue number 7 of Carnage is on the shelves this week. Dark Horse Comics presents Conan the Avenger, A Witch Shall Be Born. This is number 25 for Conan the Avenger. I know we've got quite a few Conan fans here. Cyborg from DC Comics, number 10. Check out that cool cover on Cyborg. From Marvel, Daredevil number 6. I've really enjoyed the new Daredevil comic book series. All new Electric Connection. So basically a new storyline. There's Matthew Murdock himself right there. And I'm going to show Elektra again on the cover. All new story arc with Daredevil number 6. From Disney, Darkwing Duck. This is a number 1, I believe. So Disney's been coming out with a fairly good lineup of comics here lately. And I know my 9-year-old has enjoyed reading the Disney Princesses line. Now they got a Darkwing Duck. From DC Comics, Deathstroke, number 17. And of course, Doctor Strange from Marvel. Last Days of Magic, Part 2. This is issue number 7 for Doctor Strange. This has been a really good comic book series so far, Doctor Strange has. From Marvel, issue number 6 of Drax. CM Punk, of course, the wrestler turned MMA, who I believe retired before he even had an MMA match, is writing Drax. For you Evil Dead fans, Evil Dead 2, Cradle of the Damned, number 3. From Valiant Comics, issue number 4 of Faith is on the shelves this week. From Image Comics, this is issue number 4 of Four Eyes, Hearts of Fire. From Chapter House Comics and Canadian Comics, The Fourth Planet, number 1. An all-new number 1 from Chapter House Comics and Canadian Comics, The Fourth Planet. Let's open that up and take a look at that bad boy. Huh. Some interesting, cool, different looking art for that one. The Fourth Planet. From IDW, we've got issue number 4 of Ghostbusters International. Welcome to Paris. From DC Comics, we've got our favorite Harley Quinn with the John Romita Jr. cover on that. Cool Harley Quinn, issue number 27. Back to Dark Horse, Hellboy and the BPRD 1953, issue number 3 for Hellboy. Marvel, Hellcat versus Hetty. This is issue number 5 of Patsy Walker, aka Hellcat. Image Comics, Injection. That would be issue number 9, I believe, of Injection. Issue number 2 of International Iron Man. This kind of takes place early on. Tony Stark's in his 20s, I believe, when I read number 1 of the International Iron Man. So it was, I enjoyed it. Jacked from Vertigo Comics wraps up. This is issue number 6 of 6 for Jacked. Justice League number 49. The Dark Side War, Part 9. From DC Comics as well, Justice League 3001. Ooh, from Tom Reardon, Nathan Gooden. Killbox #1 from American Gothic Press, I believe. Yep. Killbox. No, new #1. Pretty cool looking storyline. I'll definitely be reading that one this week. So, from Vertigo Comics, Last Gang in Town, #5. Lost in Space, The Lost Adventures, Issue 2 from American Gothic Press. Based on 2 unproduced TV scripts by Carrie Wilbur. We've got from Image Comics, Low, number 13, excuse me. A brand new #1 that I saw somebody commented on Facebook here, but I didn't get a chance to read the full comment before it went away. Micronauts from IDW Comics. This is all new, issue #1. We have got several different variant covers of Micronauts. We've got, looks like probably about 3 or 4 different covers. We'll take a look inside of this bad boy from IDW. The art looks pretty sharp, crisp, clean. So Micronauts, all new #1 from IDW. Miss Marvel, #6. Mythic, of course, from Phil Hester, John McCrae. Phil Hester was here at SuperCon just a couple weeks ago in Sioux Falls. Really nice guy, great artist and writer. So Mythic from Hester and McCrae. I believe this is from Image Comics. Yes. Let's take a look at the inside of that. Check out the cool artwork on that from Phil Hester and John McCrae. Old Man Logan, issue #5. Yeah, check that out. I've really enjoyed the Old Man Logan issue #5. All new story, Border Town, starts with issue #5. From DC Comics, The Omega Men, #11. From Image Comics, Outcast, issue 18. There is no escape. An all-new #1 from Kaboom, Over the Garden Wall. Another good kids comic here, Peanuts by Schultz. This is issue #32 from Kaboom Comics as well. Of course, your classic Peanuts in there, Charlie, Lucy, and the gang. From Top Cow and Image, Postal, #12. Power Lines from Image. This is issue #2. It seems like Power Lines #1 was just out not that long ago. So an interesting. This has been an interesting kind of different superhero kind of theme on this. Power Lines 2 from Image. From Oni Press, Rick and Morty, issue #13 for Rick and Morty. Oh, from Scout Comics, an all-new #1, Sabretooth Dan, A Talent for Danger. Stack Shock, yeah, there's a huge stack this week. But I'm probably about 3/4 of the way through it. I'm on the S's. Moving on, from Fiona Staples and Brian Vaughn, that awesome team at Image Comics, we have chapter 36 of Saga. From DC Comics, issue 13 of Secret 6. Continuing on, DC Comics Sinestro, number 22. That's the John Romita variant cover on that. Sonic Universe from Archie Action Comics. Sega, issue 84, Sonic Universe. I saw there was a comment on Periscope, Batman, Superman. There's a new Superman, Wonder Woman that's going to be coming up here. I always go alphabetically, folks. So we've got a new Batman number 51, a Batman 66, Meets a Man from U.N.C.L.E. number 5, and of course the new issue 4 of Batman Dark Knight 3 is on the shelves this week. So for you Batman fans, there's plenty to choose from. The Amazing Spider-Man from Marvel, issue number 11. We've got Spider-Woman, issue number 6, with a Spider-Woman, women on there. Spider-Woman, boy. Say that 6 times really fast. Spidey, the Green Goblin, on the cover of Spidey number 5. So lots of Spider-Man out this week as well. Squadron Supreme, number 6. There is a Spider-Man 2099. Oh, that's a hardcover. Or that's a trade paperback. Moving right on from Squadron Supreme, we've got Marvel, number 18 of Star Wars. Of course, this has been really popular. One of our best-selling comic books, the Star Wars series. And there's plenty of good reason for that, because it's good storyline, awesome art. What more could you ask for? Star Wars number 18 is new on shelves this week. Star-Lord, number 6 from Marvel, Star-Crossed. Strawberry Shortcake. I know this will probably definitely be one that my 9-year-old will read, and because of the 80s nostalgia, it wouldn't surprise me if my wife would also be interested in reading issue number 1 of Strawberry Shortcake from IDW. Might be a good way to get your young girls into comics. Suicide Squad Most Wanted, Deadshot and Katana, number 4 of 6. Issue number 2, I really enjoyed issue number 1 of Suiciders, Kings of Hell-A. This is issue number 2 from Vertigo Comics. Probably the best Vertigo comic that I'm reading right now. Suiciders, Kings of Hell-A. Issue number 2 on the shelves. Superman, Wonder Woman. This is issue 28. So right there, for you Superman fans, the John Romita Jr. cover on that Superman, Wonder Woman team up. From Aftershock Comics, we've got Super Zero, issue number 5. From DC Comics, Teen Titans, issue 19. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 57. Check out that cool cover for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from IDW, issue 57. Also from IDW, issue 52 of Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye. I believe there's another Transformers comic, or maybe it's a trade on the wall that I haven't grabbed as well. Didn't grab, I guess. Ultimate Spider-Man, Web Warriors, Contest of Champions, Part 2. From Marvel as well, we've got The Ultimates, number 6. For you, The Ultimates fans, check out that all new number 6 on the shelves this week. The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, issue number 7. From Kaboom, issue number 1 of Uncle Grandpa. That looks interesting there. Uncle Grandpa from Kaboom. From Marvel, Venom Space Knight. It's been a pretty good series so far. That's issue number 6 of Venom Space Knight. From Image Comics, Velvet, The Man Who Stole the World, number 14. An all-new number 1 from Titan Comics, Vikings, for you fans of the TV show. Vikings #1 is on the shelves this week. Let's check out and see. Yeah, I would say there's some really cool artwork on that Vikings comic from Titan Comics. All new #1. We Are Robin from DC Comics, issue #11. All new Wolverine, issue #7. Guest starring the unbeatable Squirrel Girl. We've got IDW, issue #3 of Winona Earp. We have the X-Files from IDW. That would be issue #1 for the X-Files. I gotta take a closer look at that too. We'll probably feature that more maybe at noon today. X-Men, Worst X-Man Ever, #3 of 3. Alright, so lots of new comics. We will quickly take a look at some cool trades that are out this week. We have DC Comics, Dark Horse Comics, Aliens with Batman on the cover in trade paperback. A really thick trade there. We have Black Magic Volume 1, Awakening, from Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott from Image Comics. This has been a really good, one of my favorite comic series. Black Magic. Elf Quest, The Final Quest, Volume 2, in trade paperback. In hardcover trade, we have The Facts in the Case of the Departure of Miss Finch from Dark Horse Comics. Pretty cool hardcover trade there. Lady Mechanica, Volume 2, The Tablet of Destinies. Of course, this artwork is really amazing in Lady Mechanica, so check out that trade paperback there. Max Comics, The Punisher Born. We have in trade paperback. I believe we have a couple issues of that. Let me make sure I open it to an appropriate page here, because that is mature, explicit content on The Punisher Born. Previews. May previews are out. We have the Marvel previews. That's $1.25, or free if you buy the Diamond previews. So you've got all the comics that are coming out in July. Of course, we've got the Civil War 2 coming out. So Marvel previews. We have from Diamond, of course, we've got the big previews book that's got everything DC Comics, Image, Marvel. So May previews for July issues are out. For those of you who aren't familiar with previews and how it works, is basically if you want to guarantee that you get a certain comic book that you're into, come talk to us. We'll set you up with an account, a pull account. We will set those issues aside every week, and then you can come in and pick them up at your leisure. Once again, it is New Comic Book Day, Wednesday, April 27th, 2016, at Rainbow Comics, Cards, and Collectibles, 3310 South Minnesota Avenue, and everywhere on the World Wide Web at RainbowComicsandCards.com. Be sure to tune back in again at noon for our weekly comic book show, and we will see you next week, as always. We've got really a lot of events coming up, so be sure to check out our Facebook events page. Of course, we've got Free Comic Book Day coming up on May 7th. We're going to have a lot of activities going on. We're going to have the 501st Legion, the Stormtroopers, Darth Vader. They're all going to be dressed up in here. We're going to be having really great deals, sales, 50% off on a lot of stuff, 25% off on board games. We are going to have, for the first time ever, a cosplay contest that will be judged by members of the 501st Legion. So basically, we'll run that, I believe, from 10 until 2 o'clock, and then we'll give out the awards for that cosplay contest shortly after 2 o'clock. So, whoa, kind of got away from me there. So anyway, thanks, folks. We will see you again.